Okay, polynomial expressions, okay? Now, you see all these exponents and letters, but this time there's adding and subtracting going on. So it's always step 1, step 2. Heck, I'll do that for 2 and 3 too. Okay, before I start, make sure all the variables are covered. They are. And with this plus sign, NA. Don't need to do all this crap. Now, draw your spaces out. Blank x to the second plus blank x plus blank. X seconds, I have a 3 and a negative 8. You need to plus 3 and negative 8. It's negative 5. Okay, x's, I have a positive 4 and I have a positive 5. We add 4 plus 5 is 9. By the way, we shouldn't be messing around over here. Okay, that's the first step if you have to do it, but I don't because there's a plus sign. Okay, non-x's, I have negative 6 and positive 10, and that add them. Negative 6 plus 10 is 4. Okay, I see a minus sign between these two polynomials, so NA, but I am going to switch my minus to plus and make everything here opposite. Since it's all positive, they'll all become negatives. Okay, and now I'm ready to roll. The highest power is a 3, followed by x to the second, followed by x, followed by the constant. X to the third, all I have is the 2. X second, I have a negative 5 and a negative 3, so negative 5 plus negative 3 is negative 8. Okay, for regular x's, I have a positive 6 and a negative 4. So 6 plus negative 4 is 2, followed by my negative 8. Boom. Okay, now the next one is multiplying, because that means when that factor's outside there, it's what we do. So I take 3 times 2, so 3x to the third times 2x to the second. I take 3x to the third times 4x. I'm going to put a 1 there so we know that's to the first. Because when I'm multiplying, I need to pay attention to the exponents. 3x to the third times negative 6. So that is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. That is 12. 3 plus 1 is 4. Negative 18. And then that's the only little exponent I have. So it's just x to the third. Okay, so check that off. All these powers are different, so I'm not going to draw out the blanks. I'm just going to write them as plus between them. And that is as much as I can simplify. Okay, there you go. Okay, number 4. I am not seeing anything between the parentheses. So that means a multiplication is in order. So 2x times 5x, I'm going to put those both to the first right here. 2x times negative 4, I'm just going to put that x to the first. 3 times 5x to the first. And 3 times negative 4. Multiply. 2 times 5 is 10. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, and you got the x to the 1. That's the only thing you have. 15, x to the 1, and negative 12. Okay, check that off. And 2 of the powers are the same, so I draw my blank so I don't confuse myself. Because I don't want to do something dumb like add these two and say it's to the second. So I've got 10. And then x means x first. Negative 8 plus 15 is 7. And then I've got negative 12. Done. Okay, no sign between them, so that's multiplication. So we're going to have to multiply. So 3x times 5x to the second. Put a 1 on that. 3x times negative 3x, put 1s, and 3x times 2, okay? So he's done. 2 times 5x to the second 2 times negative 3x, put a 1, and 2 times 2. So you get 15. 1 plus 2 is 3, x to the third. You get negative 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6, and it's to the first. 10, and then x to the second. Negative 6, x1, and 4. Well, I've obviously got these two as the same, and these two are the same. So, check that off. Highest power is a third, so blank x to the third plus blank x to the second plus blank x plus blank. X thirds, I have 15, and that's it. X to the seconds, I have a negative 9 and a positive 10. Add negative 9 plus 10, that's 1. X, I'm looking for the first powers, so 6 and negative 6, but that 6 plus negative 6 is 0, so get that out of there. Just won't have anything there. And I've got 4. 15x to the third plus 1x to the second plus 4. There were no x to the first after they eliminated each other. Okay, also step 1, step 2. Now the first thing you got to do with that power is eliminate it, times, and then make a second duplicate copy. Okay, so multiplication, let's go over here. So I have 3x times 3x, 3x times 2, 2 times 3x, and 2 times 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. So 9, 1 plus 1 is 2. 6, x to the 1, 6, x to the 1, and then 4. Check that off. Highest power is a 2, so x second, we have 9. X, 6 plus 6 is 12, and 4. Okay. Okay, and my next one is a shape problem. A rectangular garden is 30 by 30 feet long, 40 feet wide. The builders also want to build a walkway around the garden of an unknown width. So let's draw the picture. I've got 30 by 40. Now some people ask me, well, which one's 30, which one's 40? It doesn't matter. Okay, you could have 40 and 30. You're going to get the same things that I get here. Okay, so I'm going to and 30, x, and x. 40, x, and x. I like to measure my dimensions. Okay, combined area, well, that's the length times the width. So the length, by the way, both these have pluses. We have 2 x's, so 2x plus 30, 2 x's, so 2x plus 40. And then I simplify that using the two-step process, okay? So I take 2x times 2x, put 1s there. I take 2x times 40. Then I'm done with that one. I take 30 times 2x. I'm going to put first powers here, helps me out later. And 30 times 40. So that's 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's 80. That's 60. That's 1,200. Check it. So blank x a second plus blank x plus blank. Because you have a 4x a second. X is 80 plus 60 is 140. Then I got 1,200. Boom. Okay. If the builders make a walkway 9 feet wide, what will the combined area be? So they're telling me that 9 has to go in for x. Okay. So I replace the x's with 9. Okay. So 4 parentheses to the second plus 140 parentheses plus 1,200, and we'll be inserting a 9 into those instead of x. Okay, so 4 parentheses 9 to the second power. I'll do it the way you're used to. By the way, if you want to do a second power, another way is just to click that key right there. But it only works with second powers. So plus 140 parentheses 9 plus 1,200. 2,784. Remember, area is squared units, so SQ square feet.